Ons almal ken ongelukkig iemand, 'n familielid, 'n vriend of 'n kennis wat al met kanker gediagnoseer is. Dit is 'n siekte wat oor die algemeen met veroudering geassosieer word, maar onlangse studies toon dat tussen 1990 en 2019 het kanker onder jonger geslagte met byna 80% toegeneem. Wat is die oorsaak en hoekom sien ons hierdie toename spesifiek onder mense jonger as 50? Welkom by Prontuit. Prontuit fokus hierdie week op die toename in sogenaamde early onset cancer, oftewel kankergevalle onder die ouderdom van 50. Ons gesels met die gastro-enteroloog Dr. Rina Kara en die onkoloog Dr. Zine Steenkamp. Rina en Zine, dit klink soos 'n nuwe fantasie. Dit klink amper soos kompetisie vir die Odyssey.
Hierdie kallike ordinaire
en julle outfits. Nou maar toe, ek hoop ons gaan 'n hele klompie probleme vanaand oplos. Kom ons begin deur die gewone vraag. Is dit so dat daar 'n toename is? Wat sien jy, Rina? What do you see?
So I do think that there is an increase in cancers in younger patients. It comes as a surprise to both family members, patients, and then also to the healthcare practitioners because we're expecting it less in these cases, but we are seeing definitely an increase. We're seeing them a lot later than we'd like them to see, and sometimes we're seeing them very unexpectedly because they have no family risk factors. So this then brings up the discussion as to why, which is always what they ask. And there are lots of things to talk to them about, but there's also lots of unknowns.
So, but let's go back to the late screening and the fact that there are no risk factors. Zine, is dit omdat ons nie verwag dat jong mense gediagnoseer moet word nie?
Ja, ek dink jong mense val in 'n baie unieke groep. Dit is mense wat oor die algemeen gesond is. Hulle dink hulle is onoorwinbaar en kanker is nie die eerste ding waaraan ons dink wanneer jong persone met vaasimptome ensovoorts presenteer nie. Dis ook nie 'n ouderdomsgroep wat deur tipiese siftingsprogramme gedek word nie, maar ten spyte van hierdie sien ons 'n toename in kankergevalle. So dit is werklik nie net jy weet, dit is werklik epidemiologiese verandering. En ek dink baie
dis nie net dat dit nie opgetel word of nie geskreen word nie.
Absoluut.
Daar is wel 'n biologiese verandering.
Ja, want ons sien dit as ek sê, ons skreen pasiënte met vir servikale kanker en jong mense, maar ons skreen nie daai ouderdomsgroep nie. En ons sien dit ten spyte van dat ons sommige mense skreen of sif eintlik sien ons hierdie toename. En ons het altyd gedink dat jong mense se kankers meestal geneties gedrewe is, maar navorsing wys dat hierdie persentasie van geneties gedrewe of oorerflike kankers net omtrent 20% van gevalle verduidelik. So daar is definitief iets anders aan die gang.
So dit bring 'n klomp nuwe vrae.
Ja.
And Rina, colorectal, that is one cancer that is quite prevalent, is it?
So there's a few cancers that are increasing in the younger generation, and breast cancer, colorectal, stomach, but one of the ones that's coming to the fore definitely are the colorectal cancer patients. And colorectal cancer is very common. 1 in 25 men stand a lifetime risk of developing it. 1 in 26 women stand a lifetime risk.
Very common.
And what is the scary fact now is that 1 in 5 cancers of colorectal cancer diagnosed will be under the age of 55. So 20% of cases are happening in patients we do not expect them to. And they have sometimes an atypical presentation, but unfortunately a lot of the time they have a typical presentation. They're coming in with the bleeding, they're coming in with loss of weight and the change in bowel habits. It's just, we're not expecting it, so we're putting their symptoms aside, they're putting their symptoms aside, and so when we do find it, it's often later. And so that's why it feels more catastrophic for these patients. Aside from the stress that this diagnosis brings, it's what else is happening in their life and how much more advanced these cancers are, and so much more to deal with from every side.
So Zine, dit is nou, jy weet, kolonkankers en daardie kolorektaal, maar jy sien natuurlik talle ander. Die longkanker byvoorbeeld sonder dat mense rook is ook besig om te styg onder jong mense.
Absoluut, soos wat Rina nou genoem het. Ons fokus is so op kolorektale kanker omdat dit so opvallend en in ons gesigte is, maar daar's eintlik 'n tendens in alle kankers, byvoorbeeld bors en pankreas, sekere tipes maagkankers, melanoom en dan skildklierkankers. En ons het nou, ek dink voor die program bietjie gesels en ons sien dit prakties in ons dag tot dag lewe. Ek weet aan die einde van laas jaar het ek net voor ek met verlof gegaan het omtrent 10 nuwe pasiënte gesien waarvan 6 van hulle jong pasiënte is en daai is nou 'n bietjie 'n geskuwde statistiek want dit was mense wat ek vinnig moes indruk om te sien, maar ons sien die realiteit van hierdie en almal van ons ken nou iemand of 'n kollega of 'n vriendin wat met hierdie gediagnoseer word. So dit konfronteer ons in ons dag tot dag se lewe.
Ja, ek sien dit ongelukkig onder my vriende ook. Is the message already out there that one should screen earlier? Is it hitting home?
I don't think so. So previously the message for colorectal cancer was we need to be screening over the age of 50. All recommendations, all international guidelines and societies have brought that age down because of this emerging trend of younger cancers. It's now 45. And the recommended age of screening is 45 in the average risk population. We're not even talking about those that are high at risk. So those patients that are higher at risk are those that have first degree relatives with colorectal cancers. They should be screening 10 years before the earliest onset of diagnosis with that family member. So if a family member was diagnosed at 40, they should be screening at 30. If the family member was 50, they should be screening at 40. The other things is patients with inflammatory bowel disease or chronic inflammation, they should be screening earlier. Patients that have genetic causes like familial adenomatous polyposis or Lynch syndrome, they should be screening earlier. And so the move is to screen earlier, but even if we're screening at 45, we're still missing some patients.
And we still don't really know the cause. Kom ons kyk 'n klein bietjie na behandeling. Ons gaan 'n breek vat en dan gaan ons na 'n insetsel oor 'n meer organiese leefstyl en hoe dit geïmplementeer kan word in 2026. Ons is nou terug.